ready to get us started. It's Cade York. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On second down, Winston again. Short pass caught by Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards to go, second down. Here's Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Throwing, Winston. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson as they'll stay on the ground. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Jackson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it with both. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Winston. Touchdown! Calvin Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Winston to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to John Ross. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On third down, Trubisky. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they had a little bit of a setback there. Finally getting the drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
York able to send this one through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start here with Jackson. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Clock at 5. We're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now it's Trubisky. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. That's returnable now for Smith. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down and 4. Winston now from the 50. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now Jameis on second down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Jameis again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Jameis now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Smith, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. 4th down, 10 yards to go. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Beavers. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. Complete to Chenault. And just shedding him off there. Still going. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who can catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina. Jake Funk, 37 yards. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Here's Trubisky. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, and still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. So first and 10 now from the 30. Winston to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up
Winston. That's downfield into the hands of Shaw. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Winston. That's caught by Johnson. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. Calvin Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins had 6 to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
There we go now as they will again try for 2. Winston to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
One last shot for Trubisky. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.